he was also attacking my son, and I'm pregnant by him. So they took me, no, and this white woman trying to smile at me, no, with a paper tag involved in the operation. And I know my stomach looked ridiculous, but they took me in the Montgomery County Jail in Conroe, Texas, and charged me with 4 falsified crimes from a falsified police report, creating him out to be the victim. While I called the police several times reporting him and asking them to get him out of my house. And he have violent charges. All of his charges are violent. They know he was attacking me. They know the witness said he was attacking me. Everybody knows, but they tried to say that he never attacked me. And then they brought me into jail pregnant, and they poisoned my pregnancy for 10 months in the back of the Montgomery County Jail. And so they did not want to take me to trial, and they stopped my labor. My pregnancy was confirmed by a nurse, charge nurse Michelle, and they took me to Conroe Regional Hospital, where they still denied my pregnancy, and they brought me back to the jail and started gassing me and spraying me in the jail, stopping my labor while I was in there having contractions, and my cervix was changing. And so then they took me to the docket call for my trial August 22nd, 2019, because they arrested me September 18, 2018, and he had been attacking me and my son in the house and all over the community for 8 weeks. And so for the 8 weeks that he was out, and he was fleeing in my car and attacking my son. And so they decided to try to bury all the evidence and then kill me and poison me and the baby in the back of the jail while lying and saying that I was not pregnant. So the baby didn't die, and the baby is still alive. And so they were trying to fight me and attack me and all that in the jail as well. And then so they dropped the charges August 22nd, 2019, after holding me back there for 10 months, poisoning me throughout most of the time that they held me, through the drinks and the food, and trying to drug me in my drinks and my food, and try to pay me out to be a mental patient. So then they had several psychiatric evaluators trying to come and try to diagnose me as a mental patient. And then they decided not to take me to the trial. August 22nd, 2019, they dropped the charges. The trial was set for September 3rd, 2019. So they dropped the charges August 22nd, 2019. And the trial was set for 3 weeks later, August 22nd, 2019. And they had 19 911 calls or more, several witnesses of him abusing me, like from that day as well. And they knew that I was pregnant by him, and he was abusing a pregnant woman. He was shot in the leg, and they were trying to, and attacking my 22-month-old son, Melbourne Halo Matter. When I shot him, he was attacking my child, and he had just got done attacking me, and I'm pregnant. And they back there poisoning me and trying to get rid of all the evidence and just murder me. And so when they dropped the charges, they said that I needed to go with someone in order to let me out, and no one came to get me. So they finally did release me, and a man named Sterling Blackjack came and got me. And that was where it started, where everybody started bringing me into their homes. So they set it up all over the country because I shot a gun to not allow me into any of the shelters in the state of Houston. Texas, they did not let me in any of the shelters, forcing me to have to go into these people's homes where they had already set it up to poison my pregnancy. So all the food that they have been giving me have been opened and resealed and poisoned. And then the restaurants where around the people's houses where I was getting food was poisoned. I had gotten food stamps when I got out, but then they cut it off for no reason, and people were taking my food stamps from me in order for me to live there. And so they have brought me into several different people's houses where they are poisoning me in my pregnancy, which is starving my pregnancy because I cannot eat poison, and they're starving me, and I'm outside. They don't have any benches or bus stops or anything for me to sit down. They will not let me into the shelters. And then now that I have been exposing the evidence on each people, some of these people have had charges. Most of them had charges by HPD in Montgomery County. So I got the evidence on what they were doing. They were trying to get girls. They have been trying to get girls to jump me and fight me in their homes to try to kill my pregnancy, to try to kill the baby. And then when I'm showing my stomach moving, they started shooting all around me. They made me stay in the car with them, and they're all swarming around. The white men are in their trucks, vrooming past me and trying to intimidate me. The white women are coming around and trying to smile in my face, knowing that they are poisoning me and my baby. And I'm standing right here with poison food and with this little tiny pregnancy. And I've been pregnant with this baby for 2 years. And so now they trying to hurry up and get me in people's house so they can be like, oh, you know, you need somewhere to go, and immediately bring me up in their house and call this SWAT team to try to force me to come with them so I can be killed. And they sex trafficked me, and they just wanted to sexually abuse me and my son. They were poisoning us in the house that I was living at for 3 years. It was my apartment, and they started poisoning the water and the food. So I guess they decided that they all leaving me out here limping and pregnant. So I gotta bend over like this. Ah, shit. In front of everybody. Ah. And they all involved. And they giving them cars and everything. Gift cards, money, $10,000. The hospitals will not take me into the hospitals without. They tried to crush my baby bump, and a black nurse tried to let him do it, and I had to run off the property. The police officers was trying to chase me after the doctor tried to crush my belly at St. Luke's, and they had denied my pregnancy in all of the hospitals pretty much. And the president knows about this. They are flying helicopters over me, and they got me out here limping like this with nowhere to go. I don't have no family that's not involved. Everybody is, the entire country, because I shot a gun and because I didn't let this young white man kill me, my baby daddy, in my house. They tried to say that that he was black, and so they took my son and gave my son away illegally after I got out of the jail. Cynthia O'Vera had my son while I was in the jail, and so on the scene of the shooting, Cynthia O'Vera, his white Caucasian mother, was calling the police and telling them not to help me in the hospital. I mean, not in the hospital, but at my apartment. And his charges include drug possession, theft, assault, family violence. He was convicted for assault on a public servant. He was charged with Class C rape, unlawful restraint. He was convicted of unlawful restraint, and his charges include trespassing. And he might have some more charges by now because he just continues to just do what he want to do. And so they've been poisoning me all over the country in all the restaurants. And it's the Hispanic women, the white men, the white women, everybody. The black women, they all doing this to me because I shot a gun. He attacked me over a 3-year period 149 times. And when my baby boy was born, he almost died because he put me in the hospital several times while I was pregnant with my son. And so they really are showing how racist that they are, and how they feel about African American women to get the entire country to join in with them to have me out here pregnant like this and starving. So they are starving me in America. They are denying me any real shelter. I actually qualify for HUD, and they have me out here trying to search for somewhere to sit down. I walked several hundreds to thousands of miles like this around Houston with them swarming around me and intimidating me and trying to provoke fights to punch me in the belly and to slam me on my belly to kill my pregnancy. You can see the baby just kicking. There's rumors that I have twins. There's rumors that it's a girl. There's rumors that it's a boy. But they know that my ultrasound results did show that I am pregnant. And so they have black women out here trying to fight me for them. And they got black men out here trying to punch me and fight me for them. And I have safely been able to stay away from these people. And that's why I'm out here. And on my pages, it's showing what they're doing. But they are trying to hurry up and arrest me and kill me. Or just shoot me, kill me, whatever, to keep me from putting out any more of the evidence. And my cell phone is off. So I'm going to have to find somewhere where I might be able to get some Wi-Fi to post this. Henry Brown tried to immediately call the police to come there to take me to my death, to come and kill me, because I know, because I knew what they was doing while I was in there. And I tried to hurry up and get the information out. And they tried to come and hurry up and arrest me at his house. But like I said, I don't got no charge, no warrant. I just walked up out of there while he was trying to create a reason to try to have the police arrest me. And this is my stomach. And all the Hispanic women are looking at any food that I might got in my hand. And that's my son that they took. They are trying to kill this baby, and they are trying to kill me. Some of the black men was threatening to cut it out and to have my son cut out my baby out of my belly and kill me. They done given me laced cigarettes. They lied and said I was not pregnant for 2 years. They gave me all kind of drugs that I didn't know about. They drugged me in drinks, and they have sex trafficked me, and my stomach is hurting very bad. I have not really eaten anything, something about maggots on the meat and all kind of disgusting things. So I got some stale food right here that the man who brought me, he picked me up. I've been falling out on the side of the road and just laying right there with them coming past, beeping their horn and revving up their engine and yelling at me mean obscenities out the window, and they are riding past laughing at the torture that they are doing to me, and trying to have someone hurry and bring me in their house, and then try to call the white women's SWAT team to come up there and try to make it seem like they staging an arrest to murder me. And everybody want to ride around like they don't know what's going on. Like they don't know I'm out here pregnant and being starved and left on the streets. They moved all the benches in the bus stops. They pissing at the bus stops and boo-booing at the bus stops to keep me from being able to sit right there. And then the Mexican men is coming up there and riding on these grass mowers to try to make all this noise and intimidate me at the bus stop, and black men coming up there trying to subliminally tell me they gonna kill me because I'm posting everything on Facebook. They are terrorists. They are all terrorists. America is just one huge country full of terrorists. somebody needs, they got black men trying to listen to everything I say. So I'm out. I left. I stayed at his house last night because I was passing out. I left Henry's house and I walked all the way from Lockwood Drive all the way to Airtex Drive, exit 63. And over the past year, since they released me from the jail, because I've been pregnant with this baby for over 2 years or 2 years, and they have been having me outside going place to place with them poisoning me and trying to fight me or staging arrest, so I have to hurry up and get my stuff and leave. And then I be having to walk hundreds and hundreds of miles, and they putting these people in places where I'll have to walk hundreds of miles and in destitute places and poisoning all of the food in the different stores nearby. And all the white men, when they see me coming out of the people's houses, is staring at my stomach to see if you could tell that I'm pregnant. And the Hispanic women is looking at my food to see like, where did I get any food from. And then the black men is bringing me poison food from them, and the black women is doing it too. And my family, my sister brought me in her home doing the same thing with all food in the house, so I couldn't eat it. And then kicking me out so that I couldn't get my son back at the custody hearing, because they sued me for my son, and they trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself or something because they took my son from me. And then they out here trying to murder me, and I'm pregnant, and they denying that I'm pregnant and lying about it. And everybody riding past it, they over here trying to, that if the camera on, and they'll try to pretend. But they laughing in my face, come fight me and all of this stuff. And refusing to let me in any shelters. And I don't want to go to any shelters now because I know what they trying to have me murdered. And now I'm just nowhere to sleep outside. I'm on Ritchie Road, exit 64. And I can't keep walking up and down these highways because I'm